Okay, well, we all remember where we left off and all that good stuff. So
Totally.
hmm
we talked about it, definitely, before we went live. All right. Well, I think everything is working. I think we're here. Yes, good.
Mhm,
All right,
mhm.
cool. Hello, everyone. Welcome to us. This is live from the apocalypse. We are a not-for-profit TTRPG studio that makes actual play content like streams and podcasts to raise money for nonprofits and aid organizations, other important causes like that. This is the Sayer House 6. This is a Monster of the Week. This is a Monster of the Week mini-series, limited series, not mini-series, about a bunch of kids who are now adults who you will meet very shortly. But they all have one thing in common, which is that when they were children, they spent some time in a haunted house, maybe a weird house, a bad house. Bad things happen there in Sayre, Massachusetts. And now that is where they are once again. Yes, this is the Sayre House 6. And we will get into our cast introductions. Before we do that, the channel. Yes, we raise money, nonprofits, aid organizations. It's genuinely been a while since I've done this. We raise money for nonprofits and aid organizations. We're currently raising money for Medical Aid for Palestinians. So we just ask that if you like what you see here, instead of doing the normal Twitch things of subscribing or giving us bits or interacting with Amazon currency in any way, shape, or form, please don't do that. Instead, take whatever you can spare and give it to Medical Aid for Palestinians instead of to us, because they will do very good and important things with it. And we just...
You are a sick son of a...
Gonna kill that dog.
Oh my God, you're a sick... He's the bad guy. You!
I'm all the bad guys.
So we just say you do that instead of subscribing or giving us bits. That is what happens if you do subscribe. I apparently was my Prime sub was up. We can't turn that off. It doesn't give us the option to. But it just if you insist on it, if you have a Prime sub, whatever, just know that will happen. And beloved Dimension 20 Dungeon Master Brendan Lee Mulligan will kill a dog. One dog for every month that you subscribe to this channel. We'll stop doing the bit when he acknowledges us. Once again, spread the word. If you know Brendan Lee Mulligan, tell him we'll stop doing the bit if he acknowledges us. Otherwise, that's most of the stuff and the things. We ask that you, if you're going to give money to this channel tonight, don't do that. Give it to Medical Aid for Palestinians instead. You have two options. Take that one. That's more important. To that end, we have hidden the subscribe button. We replaced it with a donate button, so it's very easy and convenient for you to find. But main thing we do is play these games. Time for Sayer House 6. So let's get into our introductions. Unfortunately, sad news at the top is that Alex will not be able to join us for the remainder of the series, which is a shame, but life is life-and too much stuff, and that's totally fine. But we will figure out what is going to happen with the story as far as that's concerned moving forward. I think there are some interesting story things that can happen. You'll see. Anyway, it's fine. Which means that Julia, you're going first as far as intros are concerned.
Oh, wow, for the first time. Hi, I'm Julia. Tonight I'm going to be playing Evelyn Eve Vey, and she uses the Searcher playbook, and she's doing, good and normal things with the information with which she has accumulated over her years.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Kendo?
Hello, everybody. My name is Kendrick or Kendo, whichever you prefer. I use any all pronouns. And once more, I'll be playing Damon Moon, who uses he, they pronouns. A member of I'm not going to say shady organization, just an organization that a lot of people don't know about. And I'm here to make sure that none of my siblings kick the bucket. Because, god dang, they really do love getting real close to danger that would make them kick that old bucket.
They do be trying.
They do be trying.
They do be trying to kick that bucket.
Mm-hmm,
Don't do it.
Damon's like trying to stop us from chewing plastic.
That's kind of how it feels sometimes.
So true. Val.
Hi, my name is Val. I'll be playing Nayeli, who is chomping on plastic the equivalent of chomping on
Fathers.
the embodiment of our stepfather, foster father. Sorry. In that case, yes. They're monstrous, vampire. Just trying to do their best. I don't know what that entails, what the best is to them, but we'll see.
John.
Hi, I'm Jen. I play NJ Moon, who is totally normal and adjusted and definitely not a problem in any capacity, and definitely doesn't just take whatever they want whenever they want it. So it'll be fine. Sure.
I'm also sure. All right. Hell yeah. And that just leaves me. Hello. Hi, my name is Will. I'm your storyteller for this game, the Sayer House 6, here on LFTA. And with all of that being said, go ahead and get on into it. When we left off last time, you had just come down to the basement of the house in Sayer, Massachusetts, recalling, as events started to sort of repeat themselves, recalling that this was the place where you found Jack, your foster brother, 10 years ago. Down in the basement with your foster father. Kane. Is that his last name? Or his first name?
Kane is his first name.
Excuse me, I'm so sorry to cough directly to my microphone.
The
Let me
row.
get my... Yes, the Rose. Kane Rowe. We came down into the basement to see if you could find Jack and Kane, and you were fortunate, ? Because you succeeded. And upon discovering that, you attempted to interrupt this sort of mad writing that Kane is scribbling, carving really into the walls of the basement. The massive industrial sort of furnace that is sort of inexplicably in the basement of the house here in Sayer yawns before you, the door thrown open, heat blasting out, light blasting out. You found Jack, kind of hogtied, seemingly unconscious. And upon attacking Kane, he muttered some things about almost being done, almost having it finished. And in an attempt to break the cycle and stop what happened 10 years ago from happening again, Eve, you attempted to heal him, to fix him magically, so that he could finish whatever it is that he's working on. In the process, though it seems to have worked, the house itself and the basement started to shake. And that was where we left off. Now, you feel the basement around you starting to shake. You feel the house's focus turned on you. Almost its ire, if if that were even possible with a place like this. And as you feel that, it almost feels like the walls are starting to close in. It almost feels like the basement is growing smaller. Carter, your deceased foster sibling, still wearing the sort of coverall onesie from the Northern Massachusetts facility, takes a few steps back, his eyes sunken into his face, wild and open. And he says, "It's coming. What would you like to do?"
Well, I would like to try to get Kane back on his feet so he can keep doing what he was doing. If it's
Okay.
if it's gonna help us.
I mean, it might.
So that man needs to get up on his feet.
Are we sure he's not lying to us though?
Yeah.
No, but
Okay.
no, but we as a collective did have a discussion upstairs about trying to break the cycle, and we didn't let him finish this last time.
That's true.
We stopped him, got our brother out, and then everything, the fire happened and Carter died and everything happened. So maybe we need to let him finish.
While I'm still holding Nialia back and like hearing our not father say this, can I read a bad situation?
Absolutely, you can.
Okay.
If not now, when?
If not now, when? This seems like a bad situation.
Sure does. It sure does. Yeah, you can roll that. That's with sharp.
Yo, that is a 13.
All right, it's 13. Fantastic. So you get to hold 3. You can spend those to ask questions, or you can save them.
Got it. Tragically, there's nothing on here that's like, is he lying to me?
It's true. It's true. Well, and that's more
Yeah.
But
I'm gonna
yes,
ask, what's the biggest threat?
it's the biggest threat. That makes a lot of sense. I mean, yeah, you sort of follow the logic that's being laid out before you. Like everything, we've had a lot of chances to talk about this above the table. And so everything's happening very quickly. Eve is putting out this theory. And in your mind, Damon, this is you kind of going through and sort of checking Eve's theory. So it tracks that the fact that you it tracks at the fact that like Kane was doing what Kane was doing, and that the house is now coming after you. That would suggest that perhaps whatever Kane is trying to do here in the basement, the house does not want it to happen.
Okay.
So the biggest threat here would appear to be the house itself, and I think that you don't know exactly what form that's going to take, but it seems like what you know right now is that while Kane might not be on your side, the house is actively the biggest threat. All of it.
Okay. Cool. My second question is going to be, are there any dangers we haven't noticed?
Are there dangers that you haven't noticed? That's an interesting question.
Is it?
It is, yeah, it is.
Scary
It's
that
definitely-
this is taking so long to answer.
Question, you know?
Just tell us if one of these boxes is a mimic. Just tell us.
Sure, yeah, and I would if that were the case, but it does not appear to be the case. Yeah, I think the answer to that is that no, not really. I don't think that there really are any dangers down here that you haven't noticed. I guess the only real thing would be that you're not sure what is going to happen. You're not sure what's going to happen with the house. Like you're not sure what threats that's going to manifest as. But looking around, there doesn't seem to be anything hiding. I guess the lingering question and potentially threat would be, what is Jack's role in this? Why is he down here? Why is he tied up?
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. I do have one more question.
Sure.
What's the best way to protect the victims? And I guess from Damon's perspective, the victims are Jack and us. I don't know if I consider Kane within the realm of victims here.
Yeah,
necessarily.
absolutely. Yeah, no, that makes total sense. I think if Kane is to be believed, which he doesn't seem to be the most coherent, and also he died 10 years ago.
Yeah.
If he succeeds, theoretically, at least based on what he's saying in your current theory, the house is going to stop. He's going to successfully stop whatever this is from happening. And the house is not going to be able to kill you. But I think in that moment, you start to wonder if maybe those two things are at odds. Saving Jack and letting Kane finish what he's trying to do down here. Or if maybe there's some connection between them. Because it doesn't seem like the house took Jack.
Yeah, Kane.
He was already down here with Kane.
Okay. I think as I'm holding back Nayeli, then I go, I yell to you as you're trying to help Kane up. I just go, are you sure? What about Jack? To Evelyn, I should say. I guess
I was gonna say, no,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
did.
yeah, sorry,
And
yeah,
Evelyn
yeah.
is like, Evelyn is computing. Shit.
We shop sounds.
No, this is the 90s. It's the fucking AOL dial-up noise.
Yes. Oh my god. No, yeah.
Is the
The
Wii
Jeopardy
shop
like
song
waiting
the-
song.
Ooh,
my God.
Yeah.
So Eve is rebooting. I guess I'll pull Kane back a little bit from the wall so he can't get to it. And I will ask him like what he's doing to Jack.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
And I have I don't know if this will work. This might this might be stretching the bounds of this move. But the move is called fellow believer, and it says people understand you've also known strangeness. Bystanders will talk to you about weird things that they would not trust another person with.
Okay. Is there a role for that, or is that just a fact?
That is just a fact.
Okay. All right.
That
Fair
they
enough.
would not trust things that they would not trust another hunter or a mundane official to believe.
Okay.
That's just the move I have.
Yeah. He is.
So tell me the truth.
Kane looks more or less exactly the way that he did 10 years ago. He looks disheveled. You remember that it was a slow descent to this point in his mental health. And towards the end of things, both Kane and Cora started to like deteriorate. And you remember that they were kind of like they were fighting over the two of you. It was almost like, or all of you. There was like almost like there was you were like territory, and they kind of like split the house, and it was very strange and uncomfortable. It was almost like Cora was the upstairs, like controlled the upstairs of the house. Kane controlled the bottom of the house, and there was just they wouldn't interact with each other. When they did, it was almost like wolves circling each other. And the conversation still seemed normal. Like what was being said seemed normal, but the way that it was being said, the way that it was delivered, and the way that they looked at each other felt very different, almost like they weren't in control of themselves and were just part of something else that was playing out here in the house. Um, so Kane looks disheveled. His hair is grown out. He has 5 o'clock shadow that is like on the way of becoming just a very unkempt beard. His clothing is sort of like ripped. The shirt that he's wearing is a little bit torn open at the chest. And he looks at you with these like eyes that are wide and bloodshot and not really like seeing what they're looking at, it seems like. But then they kind of focus on you, Eve. And he says, Eve, are you here to help me? I will need you to roll manipulate someone
Okay.
with charm.
Yeah. My charm is +1, so we should be okay.
Mhm.
10. 5 and a 4. Yeah, that's 10.
Okay. Yeah, all right, cool. So with a 10, what are you saying to him?
I think because I want him to tell me what he's doing and what he. So I think what Eve is gonna say is like, you need to tell me what you need. I don't know what to do.
Okay. Yeah, he gestures sort of vaguely towards one of the like the wine room, like the we've established that there, or not, sorry, the wine room. He gestures over in another part of the basement towards the closed door that is sort of his workshop, where he just had like tools and like a saw table and stuff like that, where he would occasionally work on projects, but he was never really a very like DIY kind of person. He just sort of had this room. He gestures towards that and says, "It's all there in my notes, but we have to solve." I have to solve the formula. I have to figure out. I have to answer the question, and then he looks over at Jack, says, "And then your brother has to go away for a little while."
Nayeli is going to suddenly just start getting even more feral. Like, absolutely not.
Why does it have to be Jack? Why can't it? Why does it have to be anyone?
Because Eve, because I have to solve for X, and that's Jack.
Why?
Why is any of this happening?
Oh, good question, buddy. But why not you?
I'm not the variable.
I did
am
not
a-
pay enough attention to math class for this.
I am a finite and defined part of this equation, just like you are a finite and defined part of this equation, just like all of you are.
Whatever he's doing, the house doesn't like it. So maybe it's the right thing to be doing, but Jack shouldn't be the sacrifice. There shouldn't.
Why
Is there
do
anything
we?
else?
Why does it have to be one? Why does it have to be any of us?
Ken kind of like slaps his hand on the wall on the like scribblings in the equations that don't mean anything to any of you, and he just kind of like taps it a couple times and says, "It's no, it'll be okay in the end. It'll be okay in the end. Everything will be equal. We can get him back."
From where? From where? Where do we get him back from?
not sure yet. I don't know.
So
Then we
we're
can't
just
do it. Then we
gonna
can't do it.
go on a maybe. We'll get him back.
No, like
We can't. I don't know where he will go, but we can. Things will happen the way that they're going to happen, and at the end, everything will be okay.
Not if you have to hurt him to do it. You're supposed to take care of us, Dad.
Can I hit him? This is what Jay is just
already
asking
been
everybody
I've already
else.
bit him.
I was like, he's hanging on by a thread. You can probably drop him real easy.
Yeah, I mean, you can hit him absolutely
Well,
if
but
you
like
want to.
no, like Jay is like asking the group, like, can I hit him yet? Like,
Nayla's just like, can I kill him fully now?
I'm down.
2v2 situation.
Jay, can you go get his notebook? Can you go get his notes for
Uh,
you?
I guess so. Do we know where they are?
Yeah, in the room where he gestured.
Oh, okay, yeah. I guess I will grab Niley's like hand and just like drag you with me if that's okay.
I'll let go of Naomi so that she can go with you.
Thank you.
Natalie's like, I think they're very just like, I am going along with this, but if I come back and
If anybody gets to kill him, it will be you, I promise.
okay, thank you.
Okay.
Eve
Yep.
like is like still looking at him, but she nods at that. Like, yeah.
All right, as long as that's the deal.
Deal.
I begrudgingly nod.
You can be the second person to kill him if you want to.
Double tap, you know.
Yeah.
Oh no, no,
Miss,
no.
Miss reading what Damon desires here.
Truly.
Okay, all right, fantastic. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, I'm just gonna try to keep him locked in. Try to keep like tell us something so we can maybe figure out your math and do it without you and without your freaky little sacrifice.
No, it doesn't make sense to anyone else. I'm the only one that sees it. I'm the only one that understands it.
What
It has to be
happens
me.
if we don't do it?
Everything ends.
That's because of what?
It didn't end last time. What about that? Is that in your math? It didn't end last time, it just started again.
I don't know what you mean.
It didn't work. It didn't work last time. So your math was wrong.
Last time,
You have to do the math again.
Eve, I don't think I have time for this. I have to finish this.
You have to do it again because your math is wrong.
It's not.
I don't know if we know his math is wrong.
If his math means killing Jack.
Look, I know. I don't like the math either.
No,
but
he won't die, Eve. He won't die.
We don't know what happens if he goes through with it because he never did the first time. We stopped him. He might be right. And I don't want him to be right, but he might be.
Just need to finish this. I just need to get back to work. And he's going to start turning away to go back to like scratching on the wall.
I'm gonna
Have they
let him do
gotten
that, and
the-
I'm gonna go check on Jack, like physically. Like maybe
Okay.
we just let him finish his math, and we just get Jack out of here.
Yeah, that is totally fine. That is totally fine. Eve, you reach your hand out for Jack, and suddenly you get just like the briefest moment of like the briefest blur of motion as something grabs your wrist. Takes you a second to realize what happened, where it came from, and then you realize that it just sort of it's just a hand extending from the stone concrete floor of the basement that has like grabbed your wrist in this vice-like grip. What would you like to do?
Well, I think I'm gonna yell for my sister.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna yell for one of my sisters, please.
I need one of my super strong sisters.
I need a sister. Help.
Instead of assistance, I need a sister.
I need a sister.
I need a sister.
Help.
I need a sister.
Okay. So you both kind of look over and you just see this hand, this arm, just like extending out from the basement floor, grabbing onto Eve's wrist.
Do I have the notebook yet? Did I grab it?
The notebook that
Yeah.
the notebook that Kane was pointing to the room for.
Uh-huh.
So Jay, you get over to the workshop and you like open the door, which was only partially closed. It was open like a crack, and you push it the rest of the way open. It is not a notebook. There are like cork boards on the walls. There is a chalkboard with like formulae drawn on it. There are tables scattered with papers.
This dude.
So I think I immediately just turn around and go back because I
I was
have
gonna
to
say, I think
bring
Naomi
Eve to
also
I have to. I
just,
can't
like-
bring it to Eve. I have to bring Eve to it. So
Neither of us can math like this. We're gonna go.
no, I think I just grab your wrist again, like, and just like pull you back out and be like, nope, we need to bring Eve in here, and like, and then we see what's happening, and then I think we go handle.
I think that makes a lot of sense. Cool. So you are trying to. What are you trying to do? Are you trying to pull Eve out of it? Are you trying to break it? What are we doing here?
I feel like I have an axe. So I feel like
Yeah.
I would try to break it.
Okay. Yeah, I think you already
Unless-
had your weapon, your chosen weapon out, right?
I don't think I had. No, I did have it out. Because I had it in one hand, and then I have. Yeah, no, I did. You're right. Unless my very amazing other half wants to be the one that breaks it, and I can pull Eve out. I don't know what our dynamic usually is. Do I do the hitting? Do you do the hitting?
I feel like we're both hit.
Yeah, no, I feel like we do too. I think neither of us go for Eve, and we both just start.
I get the
go
impression.
for Eve while they hit the thing.
right.
That's the real dynamic right there.
Yeah.
I
We're
get the
both
impression that
bruisers.
I get the impression that you're both like more or less probably equally strong, but I get the feeling that Jay fights more than
Yeah.
Naomi does. Yeah.
You probably just eat more,
Oh, yeah. Love to bite.
like as in killing.
Love to bite. You can't bite,
Yeah.
a stone hand. So
I mean,
You
challenge
can.
accepted.
I mean, you can. Yeah,
How well it goes.
you
That's
can if
the
you
thing.
really want to. Okay, cool. Well, then in that case, I'm gonna say it sounds like Jay, you're gonna be kicking some ass. So roll with tough.
Yes.
And Naeli, if you want to be helping out, you can roll that. You can roll plus cool before.
I think
rolls.
I think Naeli might actually just go for Eve for once.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely.
Because it is
Fine.
a stone hand and I cannot bite that.
You come in ready. You see it's made of stone, and you're like,
I mean, they could probably like try and claw at it, but I think
I
Jay's
just
gonna be
picture a
more.
little chibi Naeli just like with a giant like Hellboy stoned hand, just like how many dice do I roll? I forgot.
2d6.
5 and a 3.
Okay, so that is an 8. What is your fight? Or sorry, your tough.
My tough is a 2.
Okay, so that is a 10. Perfect. So you get to inflict harm. The enemy inflicts their harm on you, but you get to choose one extra effect because you got a 10. So you can gain the advantage, take +1 forward. You can inflict more harm. You can take less harm from their response, or you can force them where you want them.
I think I'm gonna take less harm because they're like stone.
Yes,
So I
I
feel
think that
like
makes a lot of sense.
Jay would be a little bit more like it's less. The goal is to get Eve out. The goal isn't to like destroy the thing
Right,
and
right,
maybe
right.
not
Yeah.
die.
Absolutely, absolutely. I think that makes a ton of sense. Yeah, so you swing the axe and it does 3 harm, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So you swing the axe, it does 3 harm. So yeah, you swing it, your chosen weapon at this stone arm that is reaching up and holding on to Eve, and it shatters. Like you hit it sort of like where the this bone is at the tibia, whatever it is. You strike right here, and it shatters. And it immediately it's still holding on to you, Eve, but it like doesn't have the same grip that it had before, where it felt like it was actively squeezing. It now just sort of feels like it's hanging there on your wrist. And you can probably pry it off if you want to. Nayeli could probably help with that. However, when that happens, uh, there is just this sort of like stump that is left behind, sticking out from under the floor. And as you look, that stump, Jay, all of you would see this, but that stump just sort of like starts to push more out from the ground, starts to like it's almost like reaching up where it's broken, and as it does so it starts to reform into a hand that then like bends at the elbow and presses down on the floor, and right next to it a second one comes up and reaches down and presses on the floor. And this is all happening, so you're going to be able to react to this, but Jay, you see as these 2 arms press on the floor, something is starting to like haul itself out of the basement floor as if it were like getting out of a swimming pool.
I think Jay would just start backing up and being like, I don't know what I did. Undo it. Somebody undo it. I can't put it back.
The same thing kind of happens, except this figure starting to like pull itself out. There is a second set of arms that likewise come out of the floor, followed by a third set of arms.
Stop.
And the form hauls itself out of the floor and rises up. It reaches almost to the ceiling. It has like six arms, 3 sets. And it looks like it is made of solid concrete. However, as it does so, you notice that it has this like feminine form, and that there is a sort of like long cascading hair falling in front of its face. And as it stands up, just like as if it were regular hair, it kind of like shakes its head, it raises its head, and the hair falls back, even though it's stone, the same way that it would if it were not, and just kind of like cascades over her shoulders. And this person, this feminine form, looks naked, but without any like defining characteristics, like just completely smooth. And the face is unmistakably the face of your foster mother, Cora Rowe.
Oh, fuck.
Twice we gotta fight this woman?
I feel like I'm in
Maybe this
Resident
is-
Evil.
Twice you have to fight something that looks like her.
Yeah, I feel like this sucks.
I think Jay would just start yelling for Damon. Be like, what the fuck is this?
Jay, as you are kind of like backing up and waiting to see what happens, she is like almost to the top of the roof of the basement, which puts her somewhere in the ballpark of like 7-8 feet tall, so significantly bigger than you. And she kind of like pulls one of those arms back and just swings it at you and hits
Great.
you with it.
Mm-hmm.
Sends you once again. This seems to be a theme of this seems to be a theme of your experience here at the house this time. You just go flying off of your feet. and into the wall of the basement.
Well, as I see that happening, can I try to leave? Can I try to go and like jump grab Jay using leave no one behind?
Oh, yeah. I forgot that you had a move. How does that work?
In combat, when you help someone escape, roll plus sharp. On a 10 plus, you get them out clean. 7 to 9, either you get them out or suffer no harm. I choose. On a miss, I fail to get them out, and I've attracted hostile attention.
Okay, yeah, I think that's fair. You're not really trying to get Jay out of the basement, but you are trying to get Jay out of harm's way. So
correct. Yes.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Oh boy. That's a 6.
Enjoy your experience.
Yeah, I get one experience.
You get some mark XP. Yep. Jay, how are you doing on health?
I have 2 marked already from the last time I got thrown into a wall, so
You got any
stabbed
armor?
or whatever happened.
I don't think you're wearing armor. There is a chosen ability that gives you armor, but I don't think you picked that.
No, I didn't pick it.
Yeah. So
why would I need armor?
So that is okay. Yeah, that's fine. You're gonna take 2 harm. But
Okay.
That's okay. It's not terrible.
Yeah, I'm just like a little unstable. It's fine.
Yeah, wait.
Are you unstable?
Yeah.
Are you unstable again?
I told you I'm completely normal and fine and a well-adjusted adult human being that has no issues whatsoever. So
correct. No, I think this is gonna be fine. Gonna be fine. I'll remind everybody that you can spend luck to negate damage essentially. All right, cool. So yeah, you take 2 harm though. You get thrown into the wall as this thing just sort of like smacks you out of the way as if you were, nothing. And it like, I think it just is gonna keep like stalking towards Jay, at least for the moment. So if anybody would like to act and do something, you can.
I think Naomi's gonna look at you and be like, "Figure this out." Go and like points towards the room that we ran from. Like, go figure this out, and just lunges at shitty foster mom. Or avatar of
Stone Cora. Totally fair. Yeah, you also roll with tough, Naomi, because you are kicking some ass. Or weird in your case.
With weird because I have unholy strength because I went weirdly glass cannon with this, which is going great for me.
You know,
I mean, being a glass cannon is okay if you can heal yourself by drinking people's blood.
And I just rolled 2 6s, so
look at that. Look at that. Yeah, all right. Hell yeah. So you're gonna hurt her, and then she's gonna hurt you, but you can pick to gain the advantage. You can inflict terrible harm. You can suffer less harm, or you can force them where you want them.
I think for the kick some ass, is it on a 12 plus I can suffer no harm at all?
Not no harm at all. You can decrease it by 1.
Oh, this one says you suffer no harm at all. Okay.
So
is that the advanced?
Yeah, I was gonna say
yeah.
That fucks me up every time too.
Confusing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got
so you have to as an advance, you have to pick to unlock the like advanced version of that move, and then on a 12 plus, that means you suffer no harm.
I'll suffer, or maybe. I'm trying to think of if I want to force them where I want them. Where do I want this giant? There's not really a whole lot of room. I guess I'll force their attention on me away from Jay.
Yeah, that is totally fair. Yeah, that's totally fair. You can do that.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So
I think I do. That does damage, right? I'm remembering.
Does do damage. You are doing
this game again. It's been a minute. I think I'll. I know I can't bite stone, but teeth are my strongest.
I mean, You can bite stone.
So, because though it's 3 harm plus cause of the beast, so it's 4 harm still.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. And I mean, yeah, absolutely.
You just say it's a very cool vampire bite. That's not just me awkwardly chomping on this fucking stone.
It also doesn't have to be a bite. I think that, for flavor's sake, it could be other things.
Okay, can I have a sick DBZ level punch then?
For
Thank
sure,
you.
absolutely.
Or like a claw.
Yes, 100%. And that was 3 damage?
4.
4 damage. Okay, cool. Then yeah, that sick DBZ style punch hits Cora, hits Stone Cora like dead on, and you see like where you struck kind of just like dead in the chest. You throw yourself between her and Jay, and that like halts her advance. You punch her, and there's like cracks, spider webbing out from where your fist made impact. And I think you actually see this like giant sort of hulking 8-foot tall woman take a couple steps back with the force that you hit her. She looks down at you with these sort of cold, expressionless stone eyes. You get the impression that you have captured her attention, for better or worse. Yeah. She is, in kind, going to just, I think, swing at you with all 6 of her arms. And
Cool.
yeah, you did not choose to take less harm from your options, so you don't have armor, I don't think. Right, glass cannon, we covered this. So yeah, you just take a series of incredibly strong, painful stone punches all over your body, in-kind DBZ punches, for 3 harm.
Remind me, it's 4 or more where you hit unstable, right?
Believe so. It's when you cross the point on your character sheet.
Okay, I'm fine for now.
Good. Yeah.
For now. We are right at the threshold.
Anyway, we started blasting.
You sure
we
did.
started blasting.
You sure did, and the house responded in kind.
You would think I would have learned with Monster of the Week not to do this, but I'm playing a character who would just punch first. So
Listen, I understand. I also have a character who just shoots first. Not this one, a different one.
I have to.
I know what you mean.
Entails, yeah.
This is basically what happens in Monster of the Week: is you just kind of get the shit kicked out of you until you figure out what actually stops this thing. And we're
Speaking
at that
of
part of the show, yeah, Eve, what do you want to do?
I'm a scramble on back down to the workshop and look at all of Kane's crazy notes that he's got going on in here and try to make some sense out of it.
Yeah, you run off as the sisters. I feel like there's got to be, what was the thing from the Mighty Ducks, the Bash Brothers? There's got to be something here. I don't know, the Smash Sisters or something like that.
I was thinking that.
Yeah.
So I don't know what would be more appropriate in this situation: investigate a mystery or read a bad situation.
Definitely investigate a mystery.
Okay.
I think
That's a sharp, and my sharp is. What is my sharp? Okay, my sharp is +2. My sharp is good. 5, 9, 10, 11. 5, 4 +2, 11.
Okay. So then, yeah, you get to ask 2 questions. You have 2 holds that you can spend on questions. So what happened here? What sort of creature is it? What can it do? What can hurt it? Where did it go? What was it going to do? What is being concealed here?
Definitely like what can hurt it.
Okay.
And in the context, not just the creature as in, yes, this thing that we're fighting, but also the house as a whole. Like, will the math work, I guess, is like what can hurt it. Is it the math? Or is it something else?
That is a great...
Is it the math?
Is it the math?
Me, that's for sure.
The math.
I gotta know. Is it the math, or does it understand? Or does it understand it knows how to do long division without addition? Because I had to do
Can it do a derivative?
Can it do it?
You've lost me. Farewell.
Sorry. The long way or the short way?
Yeah. Can the house do math, or will the house freak out?
Well, the house only knows Common Core.
Oh,
Yeah.
rest in peace to the house.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you start going through these papers, and like in a weird way, they make a lot more sense to you. They are a lot more coherent than actually talking to Kane the person. When you talk to Kane, when you have talked to Kane, he's just sort of babbling. His thoughts are disconnected, they're disjointed. And like as you start like pushing these papers around and like glancing at them, trying to find what you can use, there are journals, there are notebooks, just pages and pages and pages of things filled up. There are the cork boards that have like things pinned on them with like string attached to them. There's that big chalkboard that has like equations and formula that have been crossed out and drawn on them. And as you start going through it, you kind of get a feeling for what Kane has been doing, or what Kane was doing 10 years ago that was sort of driving him mad. He had stumbled across something that he had stumbled across something that kind of like nested in his brain, not literally like not an entity, but just like a thought that he couldn't get out. And he has just been down here. And what you see on the pages is just it paints this picture of a man whose like consciousness and whose understanding has been expanding to the point where he has lost the ability to exist in like one place in the present moment. His mind is like all over the place, always thinking about these different things, always doing this kind of cosmic math that you see laid out on these pages before you. Basically, what his notes are telling you is that there is this creature, this loci, the genius loci of this place, of this house. You know that it has, from his notes, you know that it has some connection to the Rose, the family, which was Cora's side of the family. They built this place. And the genius loci of this place is connected to the ley lines that run underneath this spot. You also know that this is not the only one of these things. But you don't really have time to deep dive in his notes to find out what the rest of it is, so like you can take them with you. You can shove them in your bag if you want.
I will. Eve most certainly will.
Absolutely. But from what you are able to gather in the moment is just that this is not the only one of these creatures. There's some kind of like network. There are different epicenters. And in order to fully stop this, you have to disrupt each of those points. If you don't, the genius loci will just keep feeding. They will grow more powerful, and they will corrupt the natural flow of energy through the earth, which would kill everything.
So, like, even if we do something to this one, if we don't do anything to the other two, this one will just heal itself and come back?
Eventually, yes.
Okay. Ooh, hate that. Okay.
You had other questions, but I talked for such a long time that I forgot what they were.
Well, I only got to ask that one.
Right.
I have two holes, so that was the first question. And then I think... I'm trying to figure out, obviously, why it has to be Jack. Which I guess is what is being concealed here. Like, why does it have to be a human sacrifice, first off, but also why does it specifically have to be Jack, and why was it Jack and not any of us? So what is being concealed here, I think, is the kind of like
absolutely
the equivalent.
You pour over these equations, one after the other, after the other, after the other. that he has written out on these pages, that he has scribbled out on these pages, and like they are kind of maddening to look at on the one hand because they look like gibberish. They don't make any sense, except that the longer that you spend staring at them, the more that they start to. The more that you start to kind of grasp the insane logic behind them. And it would almost be more accurate to say that you're not grasping it, it's grasping you. It's wedging its way into your brain. And you're starting to see things kind of like move and resolve in a way that like you start to find yourself understanding. And one thing is clear across all of these formulas that you check, calculations over and over and over again. There is one variable. There is one variable that cannot be solved for. And you know that it is an integral part of the equation, the final equation, not even just the one around stopping the Sayer house. You don't know what that variable is because it hasn't been solved yet. It hasn't revealed itself, but you know that it is an integral part of the equation. And you know that that variable is Jack.
It's Jack. But it attached itself to Carter.
Yes. Are you like saying that out loud?
Yes.
Okay, then yeah. As you say that out loud, I think that you hear Carter's voice from behind you. He says, I kind of think that that might be my thing. Or I guess maybe it was when I was alive. You guys like all have your things.
Mm-hmm.
I think I was just kind of open, like available. I mean, even even when we were kids, I saw things that you guys didn't see and heard things that you guys didn't see, and not just here. It was like that every home they sent me to.
Carter, do you know what will happen to Jack?
No, no, I don't know anything. You gotta
Carter,
wonder though, right?
it's a lot to wonder about.
I just mean like it never really touched him. the whole time that we lived here and all this stuff was happening, it never really like got to him the way that it did the rest of us.
He doesn't believe.
Even, yeah, he doesn't remember. He didn't see the things the rest of us saw. Maybe we're like opposites. Like I saw everything. I felt everything. It was able to come with me when I left. Just like live inside me. Maybe he's like bulletproof.
Do you think he could survive it?
I don't know. I don't know. I think maybe in kind of a weird way, he was always the strongest of us. Kind of feels like he's got something he's got to do, right? Like at the end
He's
of
not-
everything.
Yeah, but he's not awake to make that choice.
None of us ever really had much of a choice in this place.
All right, so Eve's gonna go back out into the room where all this fight is happening.
Yeah, yeah.
All this chaos is happening.
I mean, you walk back out into the room, and it is fully just like Jay and Nayeli, like getting smacked around by this thing, back flipping over this thing, dodging swings, dodging punches, and just trying to like, take it down, but to no avail. Not having a lot of success in that department. Damon, what are you up to while this is going on? Because there's the fight happening, and Eve ran for the room. What are you doing?
While Jay and Nayeli are like kind of flipping around fighting this thing, I'd love to investigate a mystery so we can actually see what this thing is and what will actually like
absolutely
hurt it.
Let's
for
do that.
good.
Love
I
a
love
brain
that.
cell.
Yeah, like we're both just like we're just gonna. James like
It's
let's
like it's
actually.
made out of rocks. I don't know if hitting it will work.
You're like, go for the skinny little ankle.
Yeah, all right. So this is roll plus sharp.
Yes.
That is a 10 actually.
Okay.
That's
all right. Cool. It is a 10. Yeah. So you have 2 holds to spend.
Okay. First question.
Yes.
What can hurt it?
Absolutely. I think that is a great question. This thing it feels like an extension of the house.
Okay.
And there's only one thing that you have ever seen hurt the house, which was setting it on fire.
Is it fire?
Even if it's me. Okay, I mean, hey. So true, so fair. So true and fair. Ooh. What is being concealed here? Because it is taking the form of our mother,
Yeah.
right? Is that for a reason? I guess is like kind of because it feels like there's an aspect of it, like if it is somehow, because I know you mentioned before how our parents didn't get along, and so maybe one person chose the house or the entity tied to it and the other one didn't, and so maybe she's tied to the house in some way. Like, is she hiding herself within the will of the house, or is something
So
else?
many
She's in the
brain cells.
walls. She's in the
Yeah,
walls.
Like,
I'm so
yeah.
glad you're here. The way your mind is thinking.
GM brain,
Um,
baby.
that is a very interesting question. And so when you think about what is being concealed here, when you think about, especially in the context of this sort of like stone figure of your foster mother, Cora, a couple things come to mind. I will say, first and foremost, it does strike you as kind of odd that it would take her shape of all things. Kind of the same way that the creature upstairs that you killed took her shape. And there are a couple reasons that you can think of why that might happen. And I think you kind of hit the nail on the head in both of those cases. It could be because you've probably done research on Sayer House since you were a kid. And you know what Eve learned from Kane's notes, which is that, like, you might have even known this as a kid. That's up to you. That this house was owned and the land was owned by the Rose, who are this like old, like New England family. And Kane married into the family. So there is a connection between this house, this place, probably this genius loci, and the Rose. So it could be that. It could be as simple as that. But it could also be what you theorized, that this has some connection, like a more literal connection to Cora, the way that Kane seems to have a connection to whatever he's tapping into. You could be dealing with two opposed forces here. Regardless, I think what you know is that this creature, this thing that you are fighting, that your sisters are fighting currently, is a manifestation of the house. It is not the sum total of the genius loci. Like, you know that you're fighting the genius loci, but it is
A
almost
part
like
of
you're fighting the sword, not the person wielding it. And then you also know you have theories about why it looks the way that it does, but you don't have immediate answers.
Okay, so it is made out of the stone and concrete of the ground, right?
Yes.
So I imagine shooting it isn't going to do a lot.
I mean, it will probably hurt it. It's
Right.
probably safe to assume that it might have an armor rating of some kind.
Yeah.
But I mean, there is still the yawning mouth of the blast furnace.
That's kind of, I'm thinking of trying to hurt that house in other ways.
Like saying mean things to it.
Like, hey, Mom, you were bad at your job.
Hurt
I
its
love that.
feelings.
No,
Yeah.
Roast her.
I wish I took
Verbal.
grenades.
Right.
I really wish I took grenades at this point.
You don't like fire? How about these sick burns?
Yeah. Okay. So, I mean, is the roaring, because the roaring furnace is where this like great heat is coming from,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Like, I guess I don't have any information from Eve yet as far as like, hey, what's going on? Like, okay, in this moment,
Mhm.
Damon is seeing his sisters fight this thing that seems to be going kind of mid a little bit.
Yeah.
In the way that both of my sisters are hurt really, really bad. Or
Only
hurt
one of them is unstable.
bad.
One is almost unstable. So
Yeah.
like
It's going at this moment Eve is still like coming back from the thing.
I'm
Kane
coming.
is doing whatever the fuck he's doing. And I think, what are the walls of, I guess the walls of the basement are probably like brick or stone or something, or
Yeah, I'm gonna say in some spaces they are like the original brick of the house, and in some spaces they have been concreted over.
Got it. Are there any like wooden support beams that are like ground up, like holding. Okay,
There certainly are. Yes.
I might be making a bad move.
Yeah.
I want to strap my assault rifle back over my shoulder, take the hunting rifle, and I'm just gonna start whacking at one of the wooden support beams. If
Okay.
anything, to get its attention away from my the house's attention away from my siblings. At most, hopefully, doing maybe some damage to it that'll hopefully
Okay.
stop it from doing whatever.
Yeah, roll it tough.
Okay. Come on, baby. I got a +0 to this. Hey, that's a 10.
All right, fantastic. So yeah, you're gonna do your harm. You're gonna take some harm in the process, but you can take +1 forward or give +1 to another hunter. You can inflict more harm, suffer less harm, or force them where you want them.
I think I want to force them where I want them. And that
Okay.
is away from my sisters. And maybe more towards me, closer towards the furnace?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that makes total sense. So yeah, I think we'll say then in that case that you're probably standing by like one of the posts that's closer to the furnace. You're kind of behind this conflict that is going on between your sisters and this like stone version of your foster mother. And you wind up and you take a swing at that post, and it takes you a couple whacks, but it splinters. It starts to splinter. It starts to crack. And as soon as that happens, this giant stone lady that is menacing Jay and Naeli freezes and then just like turns and looks in your direction with those blank stone eyes. And so you have her focus. She is going to reach out with one of those arms, and she is large enough that she has like the wingspan, but she is just directly reaching for you with one of those arms, and she's going to grab you. You are forcing her where you want her, which is taking her attention away from your sisters, but you are going to take 2 harm in the process.
I have 1 armor, so I'll be taking 1.
There you go.
Cool. And then yeah, I think like as she's like grabbing me, I'm like trying to like put myself like in a position where perhaps if somebody wanted to come up behind her and give her a hard push into the furnace, they could.
If somebody
Yeah.
wanted to Hansel and Gretel this situation.
True. Actually, I think that's probably what I say. I'm probably like, as I'm moving, I'm like, Hansel and Gretel! Hansel and Gretel!
And they only have just enough brain cell to comprehend what that means.
I think that's,
I don't think Jay would. I think Jay's like, what? Like,
You're also like unstable.
yeah, exactly. I'm like, we're not eating children right now, David. What do you mean?
Hansel and Gretel!
Yeah, absolutely, Naeli. What do you want to do? Do you want to knock her into the
I
fire?
guess I want to Hansel and Gretel the situation.
Okay, all right. Roll with tough.
Oh, I roll with weird, right? Yeah,
weird.
Oh, sorry. Yes, weird. Yes, I always forget.
I forgot my own mechanic that I picked for myself. That is a 10.
Okay. All right. Wow. Y'all have not failed a single kick some ass roll.
No,
don't say that.
Don't say that.
Fantastic. All right. So I'm assuming you force them where you want them.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So you are doing harm to her, and then you're also shoving her. You're going to take some harm in the process. I think in this case, the harm that you were going to take, so you kind of just like, how are you doing this? Or is it like a tackle, like a
sick kick,
a sick kick? Absolutely. I love a sick kick. 100%. So yeah, you kick her as she is kind of like distracted, choking Damon. And she launches her massive stone body launches into the framework of that furnace, and it immediately like buckles under the like mass of her weight. So like fully just the front half of it caves in. The doors of the furnace were open. The statue, we'll just call it, slams into it, and the gap, just like the metal buckles, the gap starts to widen as she like plunges in to where the fires are roaring and hot. I think as a consequence of that, you catch on fire a little bit from the
Historically,
furnace
a
itself.
great thing for a vampire to be.
It's only going to be one harm. It's only going to be one harm. from the
Cool.
fire.
I'm unstable.
Well,
Twinsies.
so you see Ellie, you
Jay
see
yelling
Ellie
on
rolling around on the floor. What I will say happens also is that the giant stone form of Cora flails, all 6 of its limbs going wild. And I think at first it's still holding on to Damon by the throat as it is flailing around. But I think in the process, you manage to, like, it loosens just enough for you to kind of like slip out and fall to the ground. Damon, you don't catch on fire, fortunately, but she is just sort of like thrashing around and shredding the furnace, and the fire immediately starts to escape out. And it is just like she's throwing sparks everywhere. The fire is continuing to roar without the metal frame of the furnace to contain it. There's just fire flying everywhere as she thrashes around. Slamming into the walls of the basement, slamming into the roof of the basement, fully just like breaking the post that Damon had been hitting before. And finally, she lies still. She stops moving. The stone body just like lays there, but like half in, half out of the furnace, which has now been broken and shredded and busted up everywhere. And the basement is on fire. The fire is like caught in the basement, and significantly so. There's heat, there's smoke all around you, there's light. Kane, kind of oblivious to all of this, continues to just sort of like scratch into the wall where he is. Like a piece of flaming debris like hits him in the back of his shirt, and it catches on fire and it starts to like burn, and he does not react at all. He just continues.
Let him cook, you know?
Scratching. Let him cook.
Just say he's going. Let him cook.
Oh god.
It's happened once before.
It has. Okay, so he's just continuing to work. Eve, you run out and you see, I mean, it is literally the community gif of Troy running in and the room is on fire and people are just laying on the ground. That's literally what you see.
Yep. And based on all my readings and all my shit, and talking to Carter, the only recourse seems to be just hoping that the little defensive bubble that exists around Jack that keeps him ignorant of all the supernatural shit is what's gonna keep him safe. So we gotta finish this math problem, and I think Eve's gonna try to finish it. Because if this fails and it fucks up, and Jack ends up dying, she doesn't want this to be on the other 3. So this will just be on her and Kane.
What a brain cell.
So if she's wrong, about this and what Carter said about Jack's incredible willfulness to ignore the existence of the supernatural, then it's just on me. It's not on the family. It's just on me. So I'm gonna try to do some math. I'm just gonna try to help hurry this math problem along before the whole building goes up again.
Okay, are you putting out the fire? Are you putting Kane out?
Only if I don't think I can't finish it without him.
I mean, he's like actively still working on it, so you'd have to, like he's on fire, but he's like still working on it.
No, but I mean, like with the notes that Eve has done and the work that's already existed on the board, if I can't figure it out without him, then I'll put the fire out. But if I can figure it out and try to finish this,
right? No, I guess what I mean is like physically you can't work because he's standing there.
Oh, he's in my way.
Right? Yes, he's doing it, and he's on fire.
Of him to the side.
Yeah, so Eve took the self-defense weapon I took was martial arts training. So I think I'm gonna trip him real quick, trip him onto his back. I'm gonna tell him to stop, drop, and roll, and then I'm gonna start trying to finish the math.
Okay, yeah, I think you trip him. I'm not gonna make you roll for it because he's not putting up a fight, and he goes down, and that does he doesn't stop, drop, and roll, but the fire does go out just from him hitting the ground, and the stone just kind of suppresses it under his body. He stands back up almost immediately, still with that little shard in his hand that he's been scratching into the walls, and he looks at you and he sees you again the way that he did, before when you interrupted him, and he says, Eve, I've almost got it. There's just this one, and then he turns and he's kind of gesturing at it. Right as he says that, a beam from the ceiling of the basement falls, fully just crushing him underneath it, inches away from where you were standing next to him. I think that's where we're going to take a break. We will be back in 10 minutes. Don't go away. See ya real soon.
I don't. Never mind.
No, I mean you could. Sorry.
Share with everybody.
No, I was no. Well, hey everybody. I was going to say, you ever been on stream? Sometimes you ever think, man, what happens if someone has a medical emergency or something, and you can't get them any help because you don't know where they are. Julia could get me help.
That's true.
That's so true. I know exactly where you are.
You could help me.
And there's something comforting about that.
There is something comforting about that.
Because even if they know, there's if I had a medical emergency, I'm an hour and a half away from Julia, and so
yeah,
but
I could still get in if I needed to.
it's true, and you can drive if you're in Delaware, you can drive to anywhere else in Delaware in 20 minutes.
About that feels right,
and that's a fact.
That's true if you're going. That's true if you're going within your own county. If you're going to a different county, not true.
Yeah, that's fair.
Delaware is 3.5 hours tip to bottom.
How many counties does that? No, this is not important. It's fine.
No, this is how we do it here. It's fine. Ask your questions.
This is the Delaware informational section of
I hate
the
just
stream.
diving back into right back into a game. I love to just talk about Delaware for a while first.
3
counties.
3 counties.
Nice.
Respectable number of colonies. Genuinely.
What are their names?
Newcastle, Kent, and Sussex.
Okay, cool.
I think I'm in Newcastle.
You are in Newcastle.
Let's go. I know something about where I live.
Where they make the ale.
Ale.
I've learned a lot today.
I don't think it is where they make the ale. I think that's in Newcastle in England, if I'm not mistaken. The Newcastle Brown Ale. I think that's from England.
Fuck.
So sorry. I think, Julia, correct me if I'm wrong.
For a second, I thought you were talking about what's it called? Flying Dog, and I'm like, that's the wrong county.
No, but they make the Old Bay beer.
They do,
which I appreciate.
Old Bay.
Wait,
a beer that has Old Bay?
The spice Old Bay in it and flavor profiles of it, yes.
Fascinating.
I think you just blew Kendo's mind.
It's called Dead Rise.
I couldn't even imagine what that tastes like.
I gotta tell one of my clients because they're obsessed with seafood boils.
I mean, Old Bay is just it's the superior spice, but
I agree.
Yeah, the beer's fine. Beer's pretty good.
I'm glad it's at least fine.
Yeah. It's not terrible or anything. As long as you like hops, because it's Flying Dog, so everything is super hoppy. But
I'm not super hoppy.
Well, It's not their hobbyist, so you might still like it. It's worth a shot. It's worth a shot. Right. I guess we can get back into it. All right. So when we left off, a beam had just fallen from the basement ceiling and crushed Kane Rowe, your foster father, under its weight.
The
Inches from your face, Eve.
The homunculi specter of Kane.
Maybe.
Cool. I'm gonna bend down and pick up whatever that was in his hand that he was using.
Just like a moment of contemplation, and then you just pick up his rock.
I'm gonna pick up his rock, and I'm gonna keep doing the math.
Okay, all right. Interesting.
What am I gonna do for him?
It's on fire.
This math is on fire.
Listen. There's nothing I can do for him. Eve is working within her limits. There's nothing she can do with this for this man. She can do the math.
I'm just saying that the basement is on fire, and your first thought is, I'm going to pick up this rock and start doing math instead of I'm going to get out of the basement.
No, because that's what we did last time.
I know, I'm just saying.
Yep.
Eve is committed to her theory.
Which does beg the question, what are the rest of you doing? As you see the basement catching on fire. Right. Yeah. So you're not like actively on fire. You were on fire and then it burned out, but you did get burned in the process.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm yelling at Eve about doing math in the middle of a basement fire.
It's extremely fair.
Look, we got to get out of here, but I'm not leaving Eve behind. And I also agree with Eve that if we do just leave it's another 10 years and we're back here, you know?
Jay just lets out like the loudest sigh I think you've ever heard out of their mouth, like the entire time we've been in this excursion, and then just fine and starts trying to figure out how to make the fire less bad while you are doing this. And I think if there's a giant furnace down here that's industrial grade, there's got to be something that's like a fire extinguisher or some type of, they have something, right? Like sand, I don't know. Like something I can put on it.
Yeah.
Even if it's like not going to work, just like something for Jay to do.
No, I think that makes a lot of sense, and I think it's fair. Yeah, you probably know there was definitely a fire extinguisher that was kept out here, and you probably know exactly where it was because maybe you got in trouble for playing with it when you lived here. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, I think you know where it is. I think you know that it's like in not in the workshop, but in like the back like laundry area.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I would try to go get it.
Okay. Yeah, you burst into the back room. You make a break for it and you run into the laundry room. And you see, you look around, you see the washer dryer. You see, because this is exactly the way that it was 10 years ago, you see like the like row of like 3 hampers, whites, colors, and delicates, all painstakingly labeled by Cora. You see like the clothes that are filling the hampers. And then you see where the fire extinguisher is like attached to the wall next to the electrical box and breakers and things like that. And standing right in front of it, back to you, you see Carter. You see the back of his uniform.
I think Jay would ignore him for right now and just look for the fire extinguisher.
Yeah, I mean, you see it right there. So you're ignoring Carter and you're just going to grab the fire extinguisher?
Yeah, I don't have time for his shit right now. Things are on fire and people are trying to do math. I can't.
You most certainly don't. So you ignore Carter, you go for the fire extinguisher, and then as you reach for it, you feel hands. It feels like a solid hand on the back of your head that then just fully shoves your face as hard as it can into the fire extinguisher.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
So cool, dude.
and it hurts a lot, but I don't think you take any harm from it.
Okay.
But when you turn and you look, you see Carter standing there, except something is different about him. He still looks just as like pale, drawn, faded as he ever has. Eyes as sunken as ever, except that they are kind of like milked over, and
Huh.
there are the veins under his skin are like standing out, like dark, and just like pressing against the flesh. And he opens his mouth and he speaks, and it is in a voice that there's Carter's voice in there, but there's also something else, what sounds like many different voices
Uh-huh.
that create this strange, very deep sounding resonant effect that says, if I'm going down, I'm taking you with me.
Or I think Jay will reach behind them and grab the fire extinguisher and hit them in the face with it.
Okay, yeah, roll tough.
Okay. And then say something like, I'd insert a witty comeback, but I'm tired and then everything's on fire. 3 and 5, and then a 2 because I have tough.
So 7, is that it?
Uh-huh. No,
Okay.
5, 6, 8. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
7.
Okay, cool. So yeah, you are gonna hit him with the fire extinguisher, but you are not gonna get like the extra effect. So you hit him with the fire extinguisher, and his head snaps back, but then it like just sort of tilts back forward, and there's no visible sign of harm. Like he feels solid in that you hit him, but he's just not really reacting to the pain. And then he does the same thing that he did before, where he raises his hand at you, and you feel that just like gut punch of invisible force hit you dead on and knock you once again off of your feet and sends you like flying out of the laundry room. 1 harm.
Oh my god, okay. And I think, do I still have the fire extinguisher in my hand? Like,
I'll say yes. Yeah, you can. You
Okay.
can still be holding onto the fire extinguisher.
and I think that Jay would get up and be like, I'm so fucking tired of getting knocked off onto the ground. And like, I think doesn't even like remember that even what is happening over here, and just like brings the fire extinguisher back and then goes to like smack him again with it.
Damon and Naeli, you also see possessed Carter, or repossessed Carter, maybe, just like standing there, coming out of the laundry room as Jay launches herself back at him.
See, Naeli was gonna try to heal herself at least one point. I think she's
still
still
do
gonna
that.
do that.
Yeah.
Because that's they're like, I simply do not want to be unstable anymore. That's a
Mhm.
10.
Yeah, you
Not
do it.
making it up.
Leave you.
Sometimes when I roll too well, I'm like, I promise.
I
My dice
don't.
are being nice to me.
I don't care. I promise you.
So I get, what is that? On a 10 plus, heal 2 harm and stabilize your injuries.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, so you heal your harm, you stabilize. You were ready to get back into it.
I think Nelly's gonna look at you to see that math is happening.
Yes.
Not about that. Doesn't understand that.
Not about
Negative
math.
1 sharp. Not comprehending. Sees that for whatever reason Jay is getting her ass kicked again. It's just like, all right, well that I can help with. Jumps at Carter, but not to attack him. I think he just wants to like hold him.
Okay,
to, like,
yeah.
Because Nelly, negative 1 sharp, just sees siblings fighting again.
Yes.
And these two especially have got into a fight before. So they're trying to be good. They're trying to be a good sibling.
Right. No, I totally get that. Okay, yeah, you're gonna jump back in to try to help Jay, and I have a thought about how that's gonna happen. But first, Damon, what are you doing while this is happening around you?
I mean, okay, so if Nayeli's with Jay, that makes me feel a little better.
Put it.
I mean, it means that Jay's not alone,
Right.
which is
I have
Dying
my
alone is
supervision.
not bad, yeah.
yeah,
However, what I will say you do notice is that the basement is still on fire, and Jay
yeah.
is using the fire extinguisher as a weapon, not to put out the fire.
I do recognize that in this moment. I don't think there's a way that I'm getting it from them in this moment, and also they are using it,
Mm-hmm.
not for its intended purposes.
Right. Yeah, you were raised to share your toys.
Yeah. And then is Eve still doing like calculations and stuff?
Yeah, I think at this exact moment, Eve is
Okay.
kind of staring at the wall with the shard like held up, but
Yeah.
not actively
Okay.
scratching yet because we're gonna have to make some rolls about
Yeah,
this.
I'm gonna have to do some dice about it.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there any, I guess, can I go up to Eve and say, is there anything I can do to help make this go faster so we can get it done and leave?
I think rolling cool is the help action, isn't it?
Yeah, if you want to help, you absolutely can.
Okay.
So
yeah,
helping out, yeah, you roll with cool.
And I have +2 to that, so
cool.
That's pretty good. 7 + 2 is a 9.
Okay. All right. Perfect. So on a 7 to 9, your help grants them +1 to their roll, but you also expose yourself to trouble or danger.
So just don't fail.
So just don't fail. Damon. Damon, you feel as you are helping, standing there trying to help Eve studying the math, kind of like giving your thoughts. Like you look at the equation and it starts to kind of like click in your mind too. And I think at that moment, actually, you realize that you've seen stuff like this before. Abacus has people that are just like constantly doing this like complicated sort of universal math, and like that's kind of the whole nature of the organization is figuring out like what's going to happen when with this kind of like predictive math and magic.
Got it, yeah. And I also think there's maybe even an aspect of my empathetic abilities like tapping in with Eve in this moment. So like as they are like thinking through things, I'm feeling their thoughts and it's making some of it make more sense.
100%. Absolutely. Absolutely.
So, yeah,
yes.
I'm ready in assistance so we can finish this and get the fuck out of here.
100%. Yeah, between the two of you, you could probably get this done in like a matter of like minutes at the most. However, as you stand there and study it and it starts to make sense to you, you feel a hand grab your leg.
Bro.
When you look down, you
Why
see
are you
Kane
like
because you rolled a 9. You attract immediate unwanted attention.
Bro,
I'm not doing this.
Why can I ever have wanted attention, dude?
I'm not
like,
doing
what?
this.
Come on.
You look down and you see Kane, the body of your foster father, starting to pull itself out, mostly crushed from under this like support beam that crashed on top of him. And you look down and you see like he's gripping your leg. He's trying to pull himself out. His eyes are same like sort of frosted over, veins standing out from his face. And he speaks, and you hear it echoed from Carter's voice across the room where Nayeli and Jay are both like fighting him. And it says, "If I'm going to die, you're coming with me." They say this in perfect unison.
Wow.
Wow.
That's not creepy or anything.
I don't know what could be creepy about it.
Face? Kick
Now
his
you know
face,
why
like,
I'm
shake
using
him
the
off
fire
of me.
extinguisher.
Now kick him.
Yeah, you could try to kick him off of you if you want to roll with tough.
Take him to me, and then I can.
Just like a
I
soccer
should've
ball,
sh-
just
I sh-
pass it to left field.
I'm open.
Oh no.
I should have shook those dice more before I let him fly.
How'd
Because
you do?
that's a 3.
Mark that experience.
Mark that XP.
Hey, one more and I level up.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
Please don't die before you do that.
I'll try not to. Hey, I only have 2 harm. I'm doing okay.
You shouldn't have said
I
that.
shouldn't. Yeah, no. I tempted fate. I tempted fate saying that. That's on me.
Oh God. All right. Okay, cool. So yeah, the you feel this hand, this grip grab you. You try to kick it off, and like you do, I think, fully kick zombie Kane in the face. But it's the same thing that happened when Carter got hit with the okay, all right, man. Sorry, he's being insistent.
Oh, so cute.
It's the same thing that happened when Carter got hit, where his head snaps back, but then just like snaps forward again, just as fast. And he holds your foot, like you kick him in the face, and he grabs your foot, and then he's going to fully pull you off of your feet. So just like sweep your foot out from under you, and you land hard on your back. It's just one harm, which your armor does absorb. So you've got the wind knocked out of you a little bit, but you're still mostly okay.
Okay.
Are you gonna be good, or are you gonna fuck with everything?
He will not be good.
What if he were good? Okay. Amazing. So yeah, so Kane is trying to like climb on top of you with his like broken, mangled, crushed body to try to kill you, Damon. Meanwhile, Jay, you are swinging at Carter with the fire extinguisher. Real tough.
Okay. I got a 1 and a 2, and then a 2, so a 5.
Oh, it was building.
Guys,
It was building. All those 10s coming back to haunt you. Mark XP. Amazing. Now, what I will say about this is, Naomi, you were specifically rushing to help Jay. So my thought about that is you can make a protect someone roll if you want to, which is also with tough. But if you succeed, then you can take all or some of the harm.
Okay, let's. I have fear. I have fear because that's a 5.
That's a 5.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Hey, I leveled up though.
Hey, love that.
Hey, I'm stressed. I'm looking at my dice like, don't you do this?
I love that. That does mean that, Jay, you are going to take the full harm.
Okay.
You can spend a luck if you want to negate it. It's going to be a lot of harm in this case because so many rolls have been failed at this point that like there's no way for me to pull these punches essentially. So I think as you like charge at him and you sort of smack him across the face with the fire extinguisher, it's the same thing, right? Where his head snaps to the side, but then he just sort of like rips it out of your grasp and like tosses it over his shoulder, and then his other hand goes around your throat and he lifts you off of your feet and just starts choking you.
Okay. I think I will use luck to.
Okay. All right. Yeah. There's gonna be like 2 harm or 3 harm. I hadn't decided yet, so you can negate all of that if you spend luck.
Yeah, I need to, because if I hit 2, I'm like dying. So
Yes. All right. Cool. So you spend luck, and so he lifts you off of your feet to start choking you, but you can say how you get out of that, how you get away from him.
I think Jay would just yell, like, because it takes him a minute to actually start choking me, I imagine.
Mhm.
So I would just yell, "Fire extinguishers free," and then and kind of look as if I'm looking over at somebody, and then trick him basically, and then I think I would try to break his wrist,
Okay.
grab it with both hands, and then just try to snap it.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, you hear it snap, and it loosens just enough for you to get yourself free, but it does not seem to deter him from using it. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
he doesn't seem he's not treating it like it's broken, but you are able to get out of his grasp, and you drop to the floor where you're still sort of coughing and trying to get your clear your windpipe. Um,
Mhm.
Eve.
Yeah, I guess my only question here is this a use magic or a big magic?
That's a great question. Um, he already did a lot of the work for you. So
Yeah.
I don't think in this case, normally it would be big magic. It would probably be the biggest magic you've ever seen. But in this case, he's already done a lot of it. So I think in this case, it is use magic.
Okay. And I do have a +1 from when Damon helped me. Yeah?
Correct. Yes. Damon did successfully help you. The last roll that succeeded.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
You said you would be good.
Okay. So 5, 6, 7, 8. 9 with my plus weird. 10 with the +1 forward from
All right.
Damon.
Just
10.
barely. That's a clutch +1. Let's fucking go.
Thank you.
Me lying on the ground, giving you a thumbs up.
Yeah.
Eve having
Thank
all
you.
the brain cells.
trying to stop your foster father from biting your face off.
Just
As you do.
As you do. All right, with the 10 plus, your magic works without issue. Choose your effects.
Yeah.
So there are a couple different things we could do here, right? Banish a spirit or curse from the person, object, or place it inhabits. I think that definitely makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, it's I'm trying to figure out if it would be that or I think that's because for a brief minute I was like, I could trap it here, but then it's no, I don't want to do that.
That is kind of what happened last time.
Yeah, it's that's what we did. That was what we did the last time was we trapped it, and now I would like to banish it. I would like to scratch this math into this wall and tell it to fuck off.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to say this to you.
Mm-hmm.
Eve,
mm-hmm.
You get to the end of the formula. You are just sort of scratching. You start picking up exactly where Kane left off with you start picking up where Kane left off with the formula that he was scratching into the wall. And you know that he was close. He told you as much, and you can see that he is, in fact, you can tell in that moment, in that moment, that this formula involves the part of the formula you're at involves solving for the variable. And you are not sure what that outcome is going to be until you do it. You know from reading Kane's notes that the variable is Jack. And you know that Kane said a bunch of stuff about Jack being the key, everything revolving around Jack, and that if you do everything you need to do, if you do everything right, deal with all of the other creatures or whatever these things are, these spirits, Kane said that he would come back. And maybe there's more information in the notes and the things that you took and shoved into your bag from Kane's office. I mean, there were stacks and stacks of papers and notebooks and diagrams and things. but there just isn't time right now to know anything for sure. You hear the sounds of fighting behind you. You hear the sounds of violence. You can look down out of your peripheral vision and you can see Damon fighting for his life as Kane is trying to rip him to shreds. Stop it. Stop it. That's a vape cartridge. It's empty.
Eve is gonna like take a deep breath and she's gonna kind of like mutter under her breath to Jack. She's like, if there was ever time for your stubbornness to win out, this would be it. And I'm gonna finish the math.
Okay.
I'm gonna solve for Jack.
Solve for Jack. You raise the shard and you carve into the wall. Just a quick series of strokes from where we're positioned. We don't see what you carve into the wall. We just see the act of you doing it. Suddenly, everything stops. Suddenly, baby crimes.
Suddenly cat crimes.
Suddenly, cat crimes. Everything stops. Everything freezes. The conflict ends. It is quiet and it is still. Eve, you have like just a moment to like let out the breath, the exhale that you were holding in. And when you release it, you feel wind on your face. And you realize that there is no house. It's gone. I mean, there's maybe what remains of a foundation or what was once a foundation, but, charred and decaying, almost completely razed to the ground. You're just on top of a hill with your siblings. All three of them. Or all four of them, because Carter's still there. He's only ever had 4 siblings.
Is he real?
Carter?
Is he like flesh, blood?
No. But he doesn't look possessed anymore. He is still dead.
I assume we're all in a position where we don't realize there's someone missing.
Eve solved the equation and stopped the house from killing you. And that's all you know. It worked. What a relief.
So wait, none of us remember Jack?
No.
Not even Nayeli? Like with
Not
the
even
weird. Yeah.
not even Nayeli.
You did it. Eve, you did it. I don't know what the fuck you did, but you did it.
Kane's weird, fucked up math. And I checked my bag, and is all the notes in there? Did the notes come with me, or did they disappear when the house disappeared?
The notes came with you. You have journals, you have notebooks, you have papers. They look significantly older than they did when you pulled them out of the office.
I need a burger.
I immediately run to Jay. And like start doing like the overly paternal like nitpicking and checking. Are you okay?
I'm fine. Oh my god, I'm just hungry.
You do not look fine. You don't look fine.
Okay, I never look fine. I'm fine though. I just need food.
Fuck. We can get you food.
Burger in my hand now.
Okay, we'll get you a burger. We'll get you a burger.
Thank you. How are y'all not hungry? That was exhausting.
I think Naeli's like, why did we wait so long to solve that? We could have done that. Like, why did we almost catch? And like the -1 sharp is still going over time. The hamster wheel is trying.
I didn't know the math. I had to figure, like, I didn't know the math when we got into the house. I had to learn the math.
Right. If anyone can learn math that fast, it's you.
And definitely not me. Are you hungry?
Would I eat? I could eat. Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Eve's just like politely not going to mention that I only took one harm, and it's the harm I took when I was healing.
Yeah, can I unquenchable vitality myself because like Naeli doesn't like anytime that they have harm. They're like, I don't like it, so they just.
I mean, such is the fate, such is the fate of being a smash sister.
Okay, this is a fucking 12. Now
Perfect.
it's giving me great scores when I don't need it.
Incredible.
The tension is off. The pressure is lifted.
Right. I mean, so the way that I think about it is that you have like reserves of this like healing, right? And then you are pulling from that when you heal yourself. So I think it only makes you feel hungrier for blood, but you are healed. Not to the point where like you're going to lose control or anything like that, but
But I'm just hangry now.
You're just hangry, a little bit hangry. You can go to the diner that the sheriff was going to take you to for breakfast a long time ago.
Yeah.
It is nighttime, by the way.
Oh,
love diners.
How long have we been
in
this
burgers?
house?
If you check, it's been about 12 hours. The diner would probably be one of the only things still open in Sayre at this time, to be honest.
We should probably find out if that guy died for reals or not.
I think he did.
What guy?
The sheriff from the
Yeah.
Sheriff Carter killed?
Right. Look, a lot has happened, and again, hungry, need burger. So
killed someone.
Yeah, Carter.
Yeah, he did. Don't worry.
Oh, dude, you went like postal. What do you mean you just killed someone?
The house was like, come inside, and we were like, oh, give us a minute, and the house was like, now. And by the house, we mean you.
How are you still here? The house is not.
Well, him being a ghost is just.
He's not a ghost though, or zombie, or anything that smells funky. Because I don't smell you.
I kind of think I might be a ghost, guys.
You're probably a ghost. I think he's a ghost.
I didn't even die in the house.
That's true.
Yeah. I think Jay just walks up to him and starts like poking to see if she can like just starts like poking his shoulder and like various parts of his face.
It's weird. Sometimes he feels kind of solid. Sometimes he feels fully transparent. It's like not a consistent thing. It's almost like he's sort of like flickering in and out. Which I don't think you know if that's normal. I don't know how many ghosts you've encountered.
I don't know, but I'm just like, am I touching you? Am I touching you now? Am I touching you now?
Stop it. Stop
Am I touching you now?
Well, yes.
So for my job,
Yes.
in the agency. How do they feel generally about like wanton ghosts just out and about?
I mean, you like Abacus doesn't exist. Abacus isn't like a like an anti-paranormal
Okay, so it's not like a
organization.
Men in Black deal where it's like, oh, there's a
No.
paranormal thing, we gotta, or like an SCP thing where we like, this gotta be contained and we gotta put it in the ghost vault.
It's more like an SCP thing, but like you get assigned to things. Like you get
Okay.
assigned to like phenomenon or objects or whatever. It's
Okay.
that sort of predictive model. That's their whole thing, is that when they have people that are doing the math to know like who should go where at what time to deal with things. Yes.
Okay.
Eve.
So we've never had a sixth brother.
Correct.
Why are we called the Sayer House 6?
You're not.
Of course
We've
we're not.
always been the Sayer House 5. I don't know what you're talking about, E.
Did you forget how to did doing all that math make
thought-
you forget how
yeah.
to do math?
Okay.
Math's so
No.
hard.
I think you need a burger.
No, there's something wrong, but I can't tell what it is. I'll figure it out eventually.
On the way to Burger, can we find like a jerk?
Mhm.
Just an asshole.
There's probably a jerk at Burger,
Plenty.
to be quite honest.
Okay, you all take your car, do what you need to do. I can't be around for it. I'll
Why
meet you
not?
at the place.
It's fine. It's fine. I got you. Let's go.
Yeah, I can't be around it.
What's the matter? I think at least
It's
like,
not-
like,
it's-
All right, both of you go get in my rental car.
Thank you.
Riley's gonna disappear for a little bit. I'll meet you at the burger place, and there's
I was gonna drive you. You don't want to.
I'll find it.
You gonna just go in the woods and find like a deer?
What do you think I am?
Can we just
The
drive
movie
you
that
into
hasn't come out
town?
yet?
A deer, a cow. I think the Littlest Vampire was out by this point.
Yeah.
God, I hope.
No, don't worry about it. I'll figure it out. I'll meet you at the. I got it.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool. So you all are going to the diner.
Mhm.
You get in your cars and you start driving. Damon, is anyone riding with Damon, or Damon, are you just driving yourself?
If Nayeli is going off on their own and I don't have to help them hunt, then I would probably ride with Damon
I'd
just for
help if you'd
funsy.
be willing to do a little murder as a treat.
I was trying to help you do a murder as a treat, and you're like,
Sure.
"No, it's fine. I'll go off by myself." And I was
I
like,
didn't
"No."
realize you were offered. Okay, I'll go
Yeah.
with you if you're willing
Okay.
to murder.
All right,
with
we're
me.
gonna go do a murder. Never
Hey,
mind.
no, don't say that in front of me.
Are you a cop? Go away.
Look
He
at
is
him.
a
Of course
cop.
he's
No,
a
he is.
cop.
He is a
I'm
cop.
not a
No,
cop.
he is.
No,
He is
I'm not a
cop.
cop.
You
No,
can just
I am
pretend he's
not
a cop. It's the same thing at this
You've got
point.
like a
No,
government. You've
just-
got like a government spook car.
No,
You've got a
I'm
government
not.
issued spook car.
It's not government issued. I work for a private agency.
Okay, private cop.
No, I'm not a cop.
Rent a cop.
I'm an investigator. They are different.
Right. They're
Mm,
different. Right.
Look,
you
just-
can investigate the
Look,
murder.
Are you a
regard-
mandated reporter?
Hey, gang. I think regardless, wantonly going around killing people, maybe not great. Cop or not. I
Hey,
just
friend, sibling. What do you think I've been doing?
Well, wait, do you actually have to kill them every
There's
time?
a reason we don't tell Damon things.
you don't have to
don't bring
tell me
logic into it.
things for me to know that they're happening. I'm just asking if you could have like the layer of separation of at least pretending like you're responsible about it, or that you're careful about it, or
Huh?
that
What is
you
this,
put
sex talk?
I
And murder responsibly.
Wait, guys,
you were premeditating killing someone in front of me
Nayeli
right now.
fully
Not
starts
a specific
laughing.
person, though.
Doesn't make it better.
wait,
Nayeli's
guys.
like on the floor laughing. Like, I just enthrall people for 2 seconds and let them give me some blood. I'm not killing anyone.
Oh,
Hey,
that's good.
okay,
That's good.
sure.
I was
yeah,
gonna say we could
okay.
just break into the hospital. But that's
Murder.
Okay, that's
Actually,
not fair to
no,
I'm
attack an
going. I'll see.
invalid.
I'll see. I'll see you all
Right to
later.
attack
I'll
an
see you all
invalid.
later.
Kill
I'm
that
going. I
dog.
go to the car. I go
not
to the
like,
car.
not to
He's
like.
the bad guy.
Hold on.
You.
All the bad guys.
I go to my car. I drive up. I'll see you all there.
Nayeli is cackling so loud, they might as well be a werewolf, like the hyena cackle that is coming out of just full.
Carter's like very distressed, calling after Damon. Is like, no, I just meant because they have blood in hospitals.
No, I
not
got
like
you. I was
bite,
picking up what
not
you
like
were
you
putting
bite a
down.
sick person.
It's just Nayeli's like patting him on the shoulder, like I was picking up what you were putting.
Okay. So yeah, absolutely. You can just like stop some like.
Well, I wanted to show off my new dark negotiator that I got.
Whoa, okay,
That's
all
really
right.
all I wanted to do.
Okay, yeah, all right. So I think that's so totally fair. So okay, so it sounds like Eve and Damon are immediately going to the diner, and Jay and Nayeli are meeting you there.
Yeah, I will leave my keys to the rental with Jay and Nayeli, and I will ride with I will ride with Damon.
Yeah, Damon, that's fine, right? You don't have anything to do.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. When we get there, you'll just go. You can
I'll
go
go
in
get
and
a
get
table.
us. Yeah, you can go get us a
I'll
table.
go get a table.
Perfect.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay,
Yeah, I
yeah.
will. Yeah, totally.
You pull up outside of the diner. Let's start with Jay and Nayeli. Are you just like finding like a dog walker? Like
I don't think Nayeli's thought that far.
okay, yeah.
I
mean
think
like
Jay knows who all the shit kids in town were that used to make fun of us. And so I would go find their descendants.
it's only been
They're
10
probably
years. It's
still
only
in
been 10
town.
years.
They're probably still in town.
Let's go for the parent.
Yeah, if a descendant would be
Whatever.
a child.
Not like the children, but like some of teen pregnancy was pretty crazy back then. I'm just
But still be
saying.
a child.
No. No,
but, like-
I was like older. So my friends probably the bullies that bullied me probably had kids like before that. You know what I'm saying?
So
My
they'd be
point
like
is-
12.
adult.
They'd
So,
be like
yeah,
12.
so,
Yeah.
so instead of like, 6 or 7.
Okay, fine. Kill
Just
the
go to-
parents.
Yeah. Or you just send me to where maybe there was like one specific bully that like bullied both of us. We're like, what if we just go
Absolutely.
fucked up this
No,
guy?
we're just walking. We're trying to figure out where to go, and then we both like think of the same person, and we're like, "Oh my god, no, Joshua! Let's go!" Like, and then we
Yes.
like,
I didn't need to kill Joshua, but we can. Because
Yes.
fuck that guy.
yeah, no, honestly,
You're not here to hear this.
yeah, you're not here. I don't know why you're shaking your head at me. You're unaware,
Oh god.
and then we go do a murder.
Okay, all right. So
Oh, hold on. Is this guy still an asshole?
Probably, his name is Joshua.
Come on, storyteller.
is he still an asshole? I mean, I don't. Let me. God. All right. Hold on 1 second. Let me fucking
wait, no. Okay, can I
catch
go
up.
up to him and do the mind manipulation?
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, I think you find like where he where he lives. Fucking.
This
yeah.
is not the detour I was expecting. But
No,
let's
it's
go.
totally fine. It's totally
Sorry.
fine. He's living in the same place where he was in high school, but like it's clear that it's just his place now. It's a very nice house. His family always had a lot of money. He is not taking care of the place. It is kind of like junked, but it is still, like very, very expensive looking. And you can march right up to the door. There are empty beer cans on the porch and like all kinds of other stuff, bad things. You look into his living room and you see there's just a big old I can't think of anything that I want to say. There are hate symbols everywhere inside of this
perfect.
man's house.
Yeah.
Let's say that. Let's just say that for everybody's sake. And then he opens the door and he's gone bald. And that's also satisfying.
I love this so much.
And you can bite him if you want. I mean, you can roll Dark Negotiator to that lets you convince him
Yeah, what's fun about Dark Negotiators, this has nothing to do with regular old people. I could have just manipulated him just fine without the Dark
Sure,
Negotiator
sure,
role.
but like,
But
why do it regular?
why? Yeah, why not the
Yeah,
extra strength?
yeah.
That is a 12.
All right, yeah, yeah. He looks
Oh,
awful, and you drain his blood.
I
And
think
he
I
will not
kill
remember
him.
any of it if you leave him
No,
alive.
I don't think I want to.
Leave him alive?
Yeah, he's got
Okay.
heat symbols on the door.
You know what? That's a great point. I did add that detail.
You did.
And
If you
you're
had
so
it
right
added
for that.
that.
And you're so right for that. Yeah, yeah. He's bad. He's awful. You
Easy.
drain him of all of his blood.
Hell yeah. And then I help you hide the body.
No need. Just leave it. Oh, you can if you want. This could be bonding. Yes.
No,
yeah,
I
yeah.
want we should, yeah.
Yeah.
We should
No, I
hide the
appreciate
body.
this. That's really
sure.
nice.
Plus, people
appreciate
know we're
that.
in town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
That's so
You know,
sweet.
it's actually really easy to bury the body because there's just an open mass grave in his backyard of all of his murder victims because he was also a serial killer.
We've solved it. We're so good at this.
We
So
are
it's-
so
What was
good.
that sheriff doing, huh? There was this serial killer going around,
Well,
and he
he's
was
doing
worried about some
Very
kids visiting their house.
He was consumed by guilt for whatever he did that related to us that he never got to unburden himself with before he died. Thanks,
So
Carter.
therefore, serial killer went free.
Correct,
And
yeah,
now
that
we've
stopped him
handled it.
from-
And done
That
his
was
stuff for
definitely
him.
stopping him from doing his job.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
Sayer's a real fucked up place.
I am so sorry.
Don't
Also not.
apologize. Don't apologize. That's one less serial killer. That's one less, racist, hateful serial killer.
Yep.
Amazing. Yeah, you just
I
sort of
think
toss him
Sayer's
in
a
his.
bad place.
Sayer's
we
a
just go to
bad
the-
place.
Bad
in the
place.
diner?
We could
Of
win the
course
house.
it is.
The evil thing in the house was corrupting the whole land. It was coming down, trickling like
You know?
it was like
Like a
lead in the
Canuck?
water. It was lead pipes, lead in the water, killing
Yeah.
everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Magic
So
lead,
we go
yes.
back. We can go. Just no context. Go to the diner. Meet
Go
them
to the
like we said
diner.
we were gonna.
You guys have been gone for like an hour and a half.
It was a great time.
Incredible.
I think
I'm
Nyla just
covered
does
in
like the
dirt.
little, yeah, and like Nyla does like the burps when you're full. You know, just that kind of like
Yeah,
Yeah. they feel refreshed.
incredible.
Like it's like the equivalent of like two stoners that just went on a burn ride,
Yeah.
like showing up all disheveled.
Amazing. You head for the diner. Damon, what are you doing in your car after Eve gets out and goes inside?
Eve goes inside to get us a table. I open up my fucking center console, pull out my car phone, and I'm gonna call the agency. I gotta debrief now.
Right. Yeah,
After
absolutely.
yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. And I mean, it's the same thing as always. It like rings like once, and then you hear the woman's like, deep smoker's cough voice. It says, "Operator."
I forgot the name that you gave me.
I
have to
did
go
too,
find
but
it.
it's
Oh, hold
fine.
on.
Go
No,
find
wait, I
it.
have it. I
Oh, you
have
have
it. Deb.
Oh,
Deb.
Deb.
Oh.
Deb, yes, but Kendo
Agent
has a
29.
designation.
There we go. Agent
29.
29.
Cool. So it's Deb, yeah, and
This is Agent 29 checking in from Sayer.
Agent 29. Hold on one second. Let me look here. Everything
Yeah.
go according to plan? You can hear her shuffling papers on the other side of the line.
The entity that was possessing Sayer House has been dealt with. I'm going to be around doing a post mission, just check up on things, make sure it's actually gone. But there've been no casualties, no extraneous damage or anything like that to the surrounding area. There was well, I guess there was a singular casualty. A sheriff here lost his life to the entity of the house, but local law enforcement has already been made aware of this fact, and hopefully it will be dealt with.
All right, everything sounds in order, and I have a note here. Do you remember your passport, Agent 29?
Do I remember my password?
Passport. Did you
Oh,
remember
my
your
passport.
passport, Agent 29?
Oh, did I remember my passport? I think I'm caught a little bit off guard by the question, and then I lean over to like the glove compartment and fish around, and I think I pull it out, and I say, "Yeah, I've got it with me." What? Wait, why do I need my passport?
Because you needed to get to the United Kingdom.
Okay, is this a new assignment?
It is. But it says here that you are to stay with them.
Stay with. Okay. Are there any other notes on that?
That's all I see here. You have anything else to report, Agent 29?
No. No, I don't think so. I think that's it. Oh, actually, if you could, if someone could pull up some files on it was the Rose family, right?
Row.
Bro.
The Rowe family, yeah.
Yeah, ROWE.
Yeah, if I could, if someone could pull up some information on the Rowe family for me, I just want to double check some stuff about this house out here. Make sure that there are no loose ends.
I can have research look into that.
Appreciate you, Deb.
Take care, Agent 29.
Thank you. Agent 29 out.
Okay. You hang up your call and you head into the diner.
I take a long, deep, like a long inhale. Oh boy.
Amazing.
Okay, huh? Okay.
You come into Eve with all of the notes spread out on the table.
Actually,
Oh no.
Eve,
Yes.
when you first walk into the diner, after leaving Damon out in the car, just you, it's late, so it's maybe not surprising that it's almost entirely empty. There is one waitress, maybe 5 years older than you, not significantly, but like very sort of tired looking, very sleepy looking. There's not a lot of people that come in.
What a lovely day!
Thank you so much for the raid, Chaotic Wholesome. Welcome on
Hi.
in. I hope you had a good stream. We are winding down, but our session is not over yet. You came in at a very interesting time. So there's the one waitress standing behind the counter, just like kind of looks like she's fallen asleep. There's a like maybe a crossword open or Sudoku or something like that. Did they have that in 99? Doesn't matter. It's like a crossword open on the counter in front of her, and she looks up and she kind of sees you, and she looks back down as you walk in. You scan the rest of the diner. The lights are on. There's some like soft sort of like 60s rock music playing. And then where someone is sitting, almost like she's been waiting for you. Her hands are just sort of gently clasped in front of her, resting on the table. There's a little more gray in her hair since the last time you saw her. She's aged clearly, but you recognize Cora, your foster mother, almost immediately.
I'm gonna Eve, with her thirst for knowledge and no self-preservation, is gonna walk on over to the table, and I don't hear any bells, so I'm gonna go stand next to the table looking at her. And I'm gonna say, it's the third time today I've seen your face. This is the most together it's looked.
Can you have a seat, Evelyn?
I'm gonna reach out and touch her first. I'm just gonna just a real quick.
She gives like she snorts, like she doesn't laugh exactly, but she just gives like she says, I'm real. I survived 10 years ago, just like you did. I wasn't in the house when the fire started. Are you going to sit down, Evelyn?
Eve will sit, and she kind of like mirrors the posture with the hands clasped on the table, and she says, so you left us in the house.
I did. I couldn't take you with me.
You left us for the house.
I did. It was the only thing that had worked for my family in the past. The only thing that stopped it. Rose had been, I suppose you might call them stewards of that place for a very, very long time. Before my parents lived there, before my grandparents. If it means anything, I'm glad to see you survived.
Doesn't.
I understand. You've always been the most curious of your siblings. I'm sure you have questions. I can't answer all of them. I don't know everything, but it seems like the least that I can do after you destroyed that place.
Kane's notes referenced others. Do they all belong to your family?
No. And there are, of course, others. The loci, the genius loci, they're tied to locations, and often where a lot of she hesitates, like she's remembering something unpleasant. Trauma has taken place. Tragedies. The spirits that dwell in those places, they grow strong, and it changes them. The notes, I'm sure, say more about that than I could possibly know. Kane was fascinated by them, perhaps obsessed.
No, it's funny. I went 10 years thinking you were the one who cared. You didn't. He did. He was the one who tried to stop it, and tried to find a different way to do it, to deal with it.
He did. And I don't expect you to believe me if I were to tell you that I did care. But I didn't know if he could do it. And I knew of only one thing that would stop the world from being destroyed. I suppose you might say that Cain chose to risk everything on a theory. And I chose the tried and true method.
How many other groups of kids did you have that the town just let you disappear?
Me? None. But I wasn't always an only child. And if I could have conceived children of my own, you children might have been spared.
That's supposed to be comforting support. Like, the fuck kind of a thing to say is that?
It's
It's a
honest.
fucked up thing. It's a fucked up honest thing, but it's disgusting.
I don't disagree.
You understand what the others are going to do to you if they find out, when they find out about this, right?
I won't be here when that happens.
They're very determined. It might not happen now, Cora, but it'll happen.
Well, I've made it this long. And maybe I deserve whatever it is they might do to me when they find me. But I'm not going to sit here and let it happen. So, I suppose I should say thank you. Everyone in the world should say thank you. They don't know what you did here. She's going to stand up from the table. She's going to start to walk away. Unless you stop her.
All Eve's got to say to her is, I hope you choke.
She kind of pauses when you say that. She doesn't turn around, but she says, I hope you protect each other. And then she will walk out of the diner. Damon, as you get out of your car, it's dark on the street. There's only a few streetlights, so you see a person leaving the diner and start to walk away, but it's too dark to really make out any features or anything like that. Yeah. Do you head into the diner?
That was just really ominous way to say that I get. Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
I'm probably still too busy thinking about, everything.
Yeah.
The car,
Right.
the call, like literally everything. Like my mind is racing. I have no real time or even bandwidth to think about my surroundings. So
right. And I mean,
yeah,
all you see is like a woman walk out of the diner. Like,
exactly.
yeah.
We probably like almost like I'm like so in it that like we almost bump into each other. I'm like, oh, excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah.
And then and walk
Love
in
that.
fully not paying attention.
You walk in and you see that the diner is empty except for Eve, who is sitting at a table, but you maybe take note as you approach that there is a mug of a cold coffee sitting across the table from where Eve is. In front of Eve.
I walk up to the table, I kind of take a look at it, and then back to them and go, you and I just point at the mug. Someone sitting here?
Eve just kind of looks up and says, Mom was.
Oh boy. Okay. And then just like slowly sits down into the booth and like slides over.
You sit down, Damon, in the booth, and suddenly at one of the like empty like in the empty spot like next to you, why am I blanking on his name? Carter. Sorry, yes.
God. Yeah.
Carter just like blinks into existence and he looks very startled and he looks around and he says, what the fuck? How did I get here? Why? What the?
I'm going to reach over every time he shows up from now until forever. Every time he reaches over, I'm just going to give him a little bap to see if he's human yet.
He is not human.
He just appears. Are you human?
Just a quick tester.
Prove, human.
Prove.
That sucks.
Where did I?
I don't know.
What was the last thing you remember?
We were standing outside of the house saying we were going to go to the diner.
And then you were here.
Yeah.
Nothing in between?
I don't think so.
Huh.
I take out a notebook and I write that down. Interesting.
He looks deeply haunted, pun not intended, by this fact, and is just kind of like staring like down at the table, pondering the implications of just ceasing to exist and then suddenly existing again.
Yeah. Can you drink? Or I guess you don't know.
He reaches out and like tries to grab the mug on the table and he cannot. His hand just goes right through it. It is at that moment that the waitress walks over and she kind of like points at you at the table and says, you two want anything?
When she points, I assume she's pointing at Eve and me, or Carter and me.
No. She just says, you two want anything? And she's clearly kind of pointing
cool.
at
I just
Eve
wanted
is the
to make
ghost
sure.
all along.
Yeah.
Well, no, I meant like because there was already like you had sat down and there was a drink here.
Right.
I don't know if she was like, I've already taken your order, so on and so forth. But yeah. Can I you all have hot chocolate?
Yeah, we got hot chocolate.
I love a hot chocolate.
Okay.
Can I get a coffee? And then we're gonna need 4 burgers. we have 2 more coming to join us.
Cool.
Please.
Yeah, she nods and she goes and starts, gives it to the line cook. And at this time of night, honestly, she is probably the one doing the cooking. And Carter's like, that sounds really good. I'm really excited to watch you guys eat those burgers.
Okay,
We
Carter.
can figure it out. We'll try. We'll try to see if we
Don't
can.
think that's how it works, but thank you.
Carter.
We'll figure it out. There's ways. If that, maybe you have to do it like they did it in. Hold on, please hold.
Beetlejuice?
No, hold on.
Okay.
Oh, you're looking for a movie.
Casper. I had to double check. Casper,
Casper.
1995.
when they're like
Casper.
eating
When they just pass through it, like you can't,
Yeah,
like you don't
that's fair.
digest it, but you get the essence. You just gotta.
It's worth a shot. It's worth a shot. I think there's a tinkle. There's like a bell door chime as Jay, you and Nayeli walk into the diner, and you see Damon and Eve and Carter sitting at the table. There's places set for you. There are already burgers waiting for you, and you see like Carter's just like moving his head like through a burger over and over again. And it's like, I don't taste anything. I don't think.
I think Nelly's
Unless it's a really bland burger.
I mean, it could. It's the Sayer Diner at like 2 a.m.
That's a really inappropriate motion. Also, why does it smell like familiar here?
Oh boy.
Like I murdered this smell twice today.
Probably did.
Nightly gives like a satisfied burp murdering a guy and like she can eat food just fine.
So once everyone's sitting, Eve's gonna be like, "So Cora's alive."
Really?
Sorry, what?
Not fake version, like real.
She was never in the house 10 years ago when it happened.
Why would things take on her?
Because
Natalie just kind of made.
Where has she been this whole time?
I don't know, but her whole family has been. She left us there to die in the house, and we're not the first kids that the Rowe family has left in that house to die.
Oh no, they yeah, that makes sense.
So
hey, Nayeli, you want to do another murder?
I mean, yes.
Gang.
I will
Evil.
have you know, I murdered a bigot tonight. So
Yeah. We murder for evil,
Tell
Damon.
me the crimes you commit.
So,
but it was a good one.
We didn't tell you who.
Love that for you guys.
Or that we buried him in the backyard.
With all of his other like serial killer, we did a good deed.
It was a good thing. It was a net positive.
Anyway.
Not to one up you. Go on. Yes. Just eats burger.
Yeah, so I'm fully for all forms of justice for that woman, but and I root around in the bag and I pull out the notes about the other locations. The problem is that there's more places like the house, and not only are they feeding off of their areas, but they are helping feed each other. So if we don't deal with these, the house will come back again.
I just wanted a burger.
I got you a burger. Look, I ordered it ahead of time.
Yeah, but not a burger and more work. What is this?
Do I get to kill people?
Maybe.
I mean, we can put it on the list.
I mean, that makes me sound like a serial killer. Can we kill assholes? Let me rephrase.
Naomi, I hate to tell you this, but you probably are.
Well, only a little.
Is it more than 2?
You can't be a little of a serial killer. You either are or you're not.
You judge me. You don't know my life.
I'm not judging you. This is a factual statement.
Yeah,
you are either a serial killer or you're not. There's no real halfway there.
Is it
really?
bad? I know for sure they were all terrible men.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a show in there somewhere.
It makes it... Look, I'm not saying that you are a bad person because you've done these things. However, you can't wantonly go around killing people.
Wasn't wantonly. I mean, I do try to be a little subtle. I mean,
As you have this conversation, Carter just like gives a big smile and says, "This is nice, right? All
yeah.
of us back together again, talking about murder."
Did I
Nice.
talk that much about murder as a child?
Kinda,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, like
Yes.
all the
Yeah,
time.
like a lot.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Yeah.
not surprised this is where we've ended up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Like your whole
well,
personality. Kind of still is.
So where are we going?
So, there's. I think this particular squiggle is a map. I think. And
Jay
if
just
it's
starts sticking a French fry into Carter's shoulder while he's been talking.
and if it's a map, I think it is. And may I make the leap of guessing to say this is the United Kingdom?
Yep.
Just a very soft grunt from Damon.
Travel is such a pain for me. Y'all are gonna have to carry blood little packets. I get hangry on planes. How are we gonna conceal that?
Oh boy.
Carter looks over and says, "Wait, I think I almost tasted that one. Do it again."
Natalie just shoves it really bad.
I think that is where we're gonna end this episode of the Sayer House 6. Or the Sayer House 5? Question mark?
The
Who
Sayer
knows?
House 5 question mark?
We'll see. We'll see next time. Stick around, come back, all that good stuff. All right, hello. It is our time to wrap up. So we're going to go ahead and do our outros, and then we will find someone to raid, and that will be the stream for the night. So, Julie, if you don't mind kicking us off again.
Sure. Hi, I'm Julia. I'm Hexbutt on all social media platforms. Tonight I've been Eve Vey. And if you're hereabouts tomorrow, I will be in our Star Trek Gallant game. I will be First Officer Nyko Bard. We just wrapped up the second of our big arcs. We politicked around a plague and pirates, which was super fun. I very happily led the entire ship into a trap. It was a great time. We're gonna play esports on the holodeck tomorrow, so come watch us play esports on the holodeck. And then if you are here Saturday, I'm also here for class reunion as Kelly Violet. I don't know what we're doing in there. I think.
Yep,
If my weeks aren't off.
No, it is as long as everything works out. We've had some interruptions, but I think we should be on for this Saturday. So class reunion. Kendo.
Hi, everybody. My name is Kendrick or Kendo, whichever you prefer. You can find me everywhere on the internet that matters at Kendo Makes Films. If you go and try to find me there and I'm not there, sorry, try again. Somewhere else that's better. What the fuck do I do? You can find me over on my actual play podcast, Tales Yet Told, wherever you get your podcast and anywhere on the internet that matters. At Tales Yet Told, and Blue Sky at talesyettold.com. We're telling some real fun stories over there at the intersection of queerness and horror using indie TTRPGs. We have a new episode coming out of our bi-monthly series, Our Lives in the Wood, which is a horror anthology series taking place in a world not that different from ours, tragically, in all of the worst ways, except you might get turned into an animal if God doesn't like you enough. And we are playing, what is the game that we're playing? What's the next one? Dream Investigator, which is a which was a ton of fun to play. I made it a weird medical horror, and it'll be great. So you can come and listen to that later this month. I think probably next week is when it will come out, hopefully. What else? You can also find me every Thursday over on Bad House RPG playing Eternity in Jersey City, where we are playing a Sabbat game of Vampire the Masquerade, where I play King, who's just a badass. And I did drown a man while singing Wade in the Water last week, and it was pretty damn good.
Don't get on me for bi birders at this show.
We're supposed to be bad
That show
people.
is so
Kate
hot.
a bad
No.
person.
Sorry, that show is so hot. Go watch that show, please. Like, go do it.
It's pretty good. It's
It's
gory.
so good.
It's sexy. Someone had a person drowned inside of their rib cage because a white person who thinks he's Jesus flesh crafted their rib cage open, and then their divorced husband drowned someone inside of them because Jesus asked him to.
Yeah,
that's the kind of stuff you can find over at Bad House RPG.
Yes.
Your blood eagle baptized him?
Hot question mark?
It was very hot.
I didn't say I was okay. All right.
Are any of us okay? I think that's great.
Yeah, exactly. So find me there. And then also everywhere else I said. That's it. Bye.
Yeah. Val, what about you? You drowned anybody recently?
I can't follow that up. Shit. I don't know. You can pretty much find me everywhere at Space Valkyries. I don't know what the hell I'm doing anymore. It's 11 p.m. at night, but you can read my short fiction, science fiction, fantasy stuff at anywhere. Nope, not anywhere. At Lightspeed most recently under the pen name VM Ayala. And I stream every other week. So yeah.
Oh yeah. Jen.
Hi, I'm Jen /Youngles. It doesn't matter what I'm doing. Go watch Bad House and go watch Attorney Jersey City because it is a fucking hot show. And the other thing is that nobody is doing what Bad House is doing, like, and hitting the themes that they're hitting and the horror that they're hitting the way they're hitting it, including queer and BIPOC people in like every single fucking show on everything ever and anywhere. And that doesn't even include the epilogues that we're doing over there and stuff. So just sorry, this is an entire Bad House plug because I just really need people to understand that that show is so fucking hot. Okay, I'm done now.
I'll do the shout out. They're not here, but we can still do a shout out.
Do it.
There we go.
Are they live? Can we go rate them?
They are not live, unfortunately.
No. I do other stuff too, but that's not important tonight. Goodbye.
Okay. Hi, hello. My name is Will. I was your storyteller this evening. That's going to do it for us here tonight at Live from the Apocalypse. I'm going to keep this short because it's late, and I know some of us got to get to bed ASAP. And also, I am melting. Star Trek Gallon tomorrow. I'm not running that, and I'm not going to be back. Oh, I will be on Saturday. You can catch me over at Entropy Emporium running Power Rangers one-shots for charity. So class reunion in the morning, our 5e homebrew about a group of high school students from Ohio who have been trapped in a fantasy world for 10 years. And then I'm going to be running Sentai Showdown, which is what if Power Rangers met the Dark Tournament arc from Yu Yu Hakusho on Entropy Emporium.
What?
Bro, you can't just say that.
The best arc ever in all of anime history?
You just summoned like 4 of us with that.
What?
You can't just drop
just
that
casually
out of nowhere.
Dark Tournament Yu Yu Hakusho's cash stuff.
Dark Tournament Yu Yu Hakusho Power
Rangers.
Rangers.
Come on,
I
dude.
can't with you.
With different Power Rangers from all the dog.
I can't.
Yep. It's happening. 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time over on Entropy Emporium for charity. I don't remember what charity. I'm so sorry, but all of the one shots that are happening in that series are part of the same fundraiser. It's Bard Rock Network partnering with Entropy Emporium, and I'm running that. And I don't know if that's basically the Sentai that's currently airing in Japan. I am not up on Super Sentai. That is it for the foreseeable future. There will be stuff next week, but I'm not going to talk about that tonight. Thank you so much, everybody, for hanging out tonight. Thank you to this wonderful cast for playing the Sayer House game with me. We've had a lot of fun here tonight. If you're not already following, you can do that on socials. Which is just Blue Sky these days. You can follow us on Blue Sky. That's the only one we use. Or you can join the Discord community, which is a great place full of great people, and we'd love to have you be a part of it. A lot of fun stuff happening over there. We're not watching WWE anymore because they brought Brock Lesnar back and a variety of other reasons. So we're not doing that anymore. I'm watching AEW. AEW does not premiere live on nights where we can watch it in LFTA together, which is a shame because watching wrestling together was really fun. Maybe we could do it again someday. I don't know. Anyway, still a great place full of great people. We love having you part of it. That's it for me. I'm babbling at this point. We're going to disappear in just a second, but we're going to raid our friends over at Folk and Myth, who are streaming episode 1 of a Hunter game as part of their Montreal by Night series. So we are going to disappear. Say goodnight, everybody. That's it for us.
Good night, everybody.
Good night. We're out.